Everyone is in a good mood, ready to get going again. Today we have a 4,000-foot climb to the Jolly Jaya Pass, but the sun is out, so life is good, and we're beginning to see the snow-covered peaks of the 24,000-foot Dhaulagiri Himal. Porter's breakfast. They ordinarily stop mid-morning for their first meal. Trail conditions in Nepal require the trekker to be very attentive. We're still climbing that 4,000 feet today and wondering where the pass is. Where's the top? We finally arrive at the pass in the fog. Porters are moving along rapidly, even with 70-pound loads at almost 12,000 feet. The fog begins to clear. Hopefully, it will be clear tomorrow morning. The morning sky is clear, and we are blessed with these grand views of the 26,000 and 27,000 foot Annapurna and Dhaulagiri ranges. The dark, mysterious canyons below, the beautiful hanging meadow we camped in. One last look at the Dhaulagiri range before dropping off the spectacular pass we camped on. A herding family moving down from summer range to the lower winter range. As we continue to descend down the Uttar Ganga River, the valley begins to widen. Somewhat unusual for the Himalayas. We're in a blue pine forest. And this is a sawmill where the logs are sawn by hand into boards. One man above and one below, using a two-man crosscut saw. We're approaching Dor Patan on this threatening afternoon. This is an interesting way of drying and storing hay. This is the standard way of tilling the soil in Nepal. How long ago was any tool like this used in our country? We're in the 8th day of the trek and entering Dolpo, the last large village we will see as we get further away from the end of the road. I visit with a very pleasant Dolpo Lama, who also practices Tibetan medicine. Horses in Nepal are small, but so are the people. Unfortunately, 2 more members of our group had to be evacuated today, so now 3 have left for various health reasons. There's the pass we're heading for. Today we have a 3,400-foot climb to the Paguni Duro Pass at 13,500 feet. Gosh, the climb didn't look this hard from back down the canyon. What appeared as a small washed-out gully from a distance turns out to be a very significant feature. (13,500-foot Paguni Duro Pass). The afternoon clouds are blocking what is reputed to be one of the greatest views in Nepal. But good, the clouds part enough to let us see 24,000-foot Puta Hianchuli.
I don't know what tomorrow's. I know tomorrow's got to be an easy day.
No.
None of this.
This wild territory is sparsely populated and terribly remote.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Namaste! Our descent contours through wide, sweeping meadows and down into the Gushtong Kola, or river. We eventually descend into a mixed forest of oaks, conifers, and bamboo, and after a long day arrive to a welcome sight of our tents already set up. We're at 10,800 feet here. The trail continues down the Gushtong Kola through a fantastic old-growth forest of hemlock, spruce, and bamboo. Crossing the river, we begin climbing out of the canyon, still finding people subsisting on small plots of land. Robert, one of our group, is an entomologist who has traveled the world doing surveys for various institutions, has found an unusual grasshopper.
Those are his wings right there, but they're so small that they don't function as anything.
Most days we had hot lunches. Today the lunch site has this wilderness view. Tomorrow we will cross that blackish ridge as we continue deeper into the Himalayas and its hidden valleys. Dropping down to Pelma, and tomorrow we go up that canyon across the river. As strange as it may seem, this remote village of Pelma was recently terrorized by the Maoists and the army. And we're camping in the schoolyard again. It is great that we can be a source of fascination to the kids. These well-behaved kids are doing what kids do when there are no TVs or computer screens.